Hello, welcome to our Good Morning Show, live here on Star TV on Channel 21. We're broadcasting live from a Media One Center studios at 3 Street Bookface in Freetown. And online, you can catch us on online, via app, and all it's Star TV Sierra Leone. Our special quote for today is from Brahma Kuruma, who once says, be a professional in your doing. And I'm your presenter, Mohamed Basiru Sanusi. Top stories in the program this morning. The Vice President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Dr. Mohamed Jules Diallo, has on Tuesday, 13th August, officially launched the Anti-Corruption Commission Strategy 2019 to 2023 at the Miata Conference Hall in Freetown. The Minister of Mines and Mineral Resources, Fode Rada Yuki, has reaffirmed government's commitment in supporting genuine investors, describing the decision to suspend one mining license and the cancellation of others as doing so for the best interest of the citizens and the country as a whole. And with me in the studios, I have Nadia. She's a singer now based in Nigeria. And she'll be talking to us about his music and what she'll look forward to in Sierra Leone. Nadia, good morning. Nice having you on the Star TV Good Morning Show.
Thank you very much, Ash.
I know it has been very hectic to survive as a female musician in Sierra Leone.
I know, right?
Are there times you feel like, what am I doing in this music sector?
Exactly. I have those feelings sometimes because, you know, like I said earlier, there are so many challenges when it comes to music industry. So sometimes I'll just say to myself, what am I doing here? Is this a calling for me? I used to pray to God, like I'll ask God, what am I doing? Is this a calling for me? Is this my career? I don't know. Because it's so challenging sometimes, you get frustrated. But I think it's my calling.
6 years down the line, you are still coping.
Exactly.
And you just can't get enough.
I just can't get enough of music right now because the kind of music that I'm doing right now, man, I'm actually exploring right now.
I'll bring you back shortly. She's Nadia and will be talking to us about music and all. You're still with the Good Morning Show, live here on Star TV on Channel 21. And it's part of sponsored by OK Commercial Bank, Sierra Limited. Continue to stay with us. I'll come back shortly.
SimCorp allow old and young to make deposit and withdraw cash from their account at any time and anywhere. With Rokel Commercial Bank SimCorp, you can send and receive money at any place and any time. Rokel Commercial Bank don't make life better for we all.
Welcome back. You're still with the Good Morning Show, live here on Star TV on Channel 21, broadcasting live from our 3 Street Bookface studio in Freetown, and online on www.startvsl.com. You can also watch the program live on online and our other social media platforms, which is Star TV Sierra Leone. We're going for our first story here this morning. The Vice President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Dr. Mohamed Jules Diallo, has on Tuesday, 13th August 2019, officially launched the National Anti-Corruption Commission Strategy, NACS 2019 to 2023, at the Miata Conference Hall in Freetown. Here is the full details.
The Commissioner of the Anti-Corruption Commission, Francis Ben Kelfala, said at the launch that enforcement is at the heart of the new strategy, backed with preventions and public education. This will demonstrate to the public government's determination to fight corruption as well as to encourage citizens to always resist and report it. The crafting of the National Anti-Corruption Strategy is consistent with the government's medium-term National Development Plan, the United Nations Conventions Agency Corruption, and the Corruption Act 2008. The Commission implores all sectors and the general public to support the implementation of the new strategy with a view to reducing corruption and consolidated to the foundations of good governance in Sierra Leone.
The pillar upon which this country should be transformed. And he has shown enormous presidential will in that regard. He has given us the support to achieve our mandate. And when I say the president, that includes the vice presidency, it includes the team he's working with. The ministers, heads of parastatals, people who are working in departments have all recognized the vision of the president, which we have been put in charge to lead. We knew that coming in at that time, there was a need for there to be a strategy that captures this vision, this transformative vision. And that vision was supposed to be couched into the new strategy that will come in force because the one that was inherited was about to end. In that regard, we also agreed, looking at the previous strategies, that they were done by consultants. Consultants who were more commercial, were more engaged in finishing the task and being paid.
The Vice President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, His Excellency Dr. Mohamed Julde Jallow, on Tuesday, the 13th August 2019, officially launched the National Anti-Corruption Strategy 2019 to 2023 at a well-attended ceremony in held at the Miata Conference Center U Building in Freetown. In his keynote address, the Vice President Julde Jallow disclosed that there is no gainsaying that his government, through the Anti-Corruption Commission, has achieved its recovery of looked-at public funds in 16th month to the tune of 16,631,824,510 loans.
The strategy will guide government fight against corruption in the next couple of years, and while I'll also use the occasion to call on all of us, all MDAs, including private sector actors, to support this government determination to wage a war on corruption. Let me state here categorically that this is a fight, like successive speakers before me have clearly articulated, we must win. It doesn't matter the stakes that are involved, we will fight corruption in the interest of this country until we are reasonably convinced that it no longer poses a threat to the existence of the very state. To fight corruption in this country and to lay the basis, the institutional basis and framework that are clearly outlined in this framework, that I want you together with me as a country to launch the 4th National Anti-Corruption Strategy as well as the Implementation Action Plan. I thank you very much.
He further noted that the conviction rate has also increased since they took over the governance of the state. He said that the National Anti-Corruption Strategy is a guide in waging war against corruption, and it is a fight that must win as a nation. He said the National Anti-Corruption Strategy aims at attacking corruption as well as meeting local and international benchmarks in the fight against corruption. For Star News in Freetown, I am Fatmata Jembe reporting.
Many thanks for that report, and you're still with the Good Morning Show, and we'll bring you a sad message as the entertainment sector in Africa lost a good friend and a brother, a very outstanding singer, Angie Dion, known as DJ Arafat. He passed away on Monday in the morning hours after a motorcycle accident on a Sunday. He has a recent song titled Moto Moto that has clocked over 4 million views on YouTube, and he was known for the Coupe de Calais, so he was tagged as the king of Coupe de Calais, winning awards in and out to 10 studio albums, and he died at the age of 33. Later in the program, we'll bring you the full details about his death and everything. But on behalf of the entertainment sector in Sierra Leone and the sub-region, we extend our deepest condolences to all entertainers in Ivory Coast for the passing away of DJ Arafat, known as Angie Didier Ayoun. Over to you, Nadia. In line of music, there are times it has to come with the passion, calling, and there are people that they have the finance. It's just that the talent will come later. But for your own scenario, we've seen that you're growing bit by bit. Take us through your music journey.
Come again, please.
Your music journey. Yeah, how it all started.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, I started music way back 2013. That was when I was discovered, but I was into the movies before then. So my best friend actually discovered me, and then right away I started the music. I started with my first album, which was where you have the Awan CD. It was part of the album, but it was not successful because it was actually not planned. But I actually financed my music from the start. I've been financing everything, like my videos, my audios, everything. I paid for them. So it's been really, really challenging when it comes to that, because, like me, I see myself as one artist that is actually talented, but the finances are not there. Do you get? Because you have some artists, they're actually not too talented, but they have the way, like they have the financial aspect of it that will actually lead them to where they are today. Like the likes of Davido, you understand? He's an example. So for me, I actually see myself as that artist, but in due time, I'm actually handling my stuffs now because I've actually left Sierra Leone, I've gone to Nigeria, and I'm looking at music in a very, very bigger picture. Do you understand? So it's coming up. I'm actually working on it.
Let's look at songs that you've recorded and released out to the Sierra Leonean populace or the internet as a whole. The song that you have recorded.
Okay, I had a song in Nigeria titled Something, which I did in Bayelsa State. I actually collaborated with a guy called Rayboy Blinks in Bayelsa State. And then I have a song called African Woman. I titled the song African Woman. It actually has to do with things that comes with an African woman. That was the whole concept of the song.
Okay.
And then I have another song called I Want That, which is a love song. And I have lots of them actually. I have like 5 songs actually on promo right now. 5 songs.
So before you left for Nigeria, you have the song with Nelson Elisa Kabo Makmude called that's called
I Flash.
I Flash.
Yeah.
And you also had a song back then, Awan Side, and
yeah.
you have a joint to Wahid and all. How has it built this collaboration with our stars back home?
Yeah, it has been successful. Like I said earlier, I had a previous album, wherein I did Awan Side and I Flash. Well, for Just Can't Get Enough, it was how do I call it? It was just a single that I actually did before I left for Nigeria. It was a single, but I actually had Awan Side and I Flash in the album. They were not successful because Awan Side was actually recognized around the country. People actually know my song. It actually like trend in Bo, in the provinces and all. But they didn't know the artist that actually did the song because I was not actually going for shows. So they don't know me, but they know the song. And then I did I Flash as well. It was not too, I didn't push it that much. And then after that, I went off the scene for some time because, you know, as a female artist, it's not easy. I have my challenges when it comes to music. You have relationships that can actually not want you to be there. You understand? So at some point, I had to leave the scene. So I came back with Just Can't Get Enough and with Tim and Wahid. And I left that song before I traveled, and I left it on promo before I left for Nigeria. So that was it.
How do you cope with the intimidation, the at times harassment and all? Because when you talk about film musician, those have been your client call. It has been in and out, and it was one of the main reasons for the formation of the female musicians of Sierra Leone, to see how best they promote each other and also protect you from those harassment and intimidation. As for you, share your experience.
Well, I've had a few experience when it comes to you mean challenges, right? When it comes to the female musician. For me, I have a focus. That's one thing I know. I have values in life. The family that I came from, I was actually brought up in a proper way. So there are certain things I cannot do. Do you understand? Yeah. I'm a one-man woman. I used to see myself. So if I believe that I have the talent. So there's no way somebody can actually come into my life trying to promote me or trying to help me out, and you want to bring such advances towards me. I will not take them. I have my own values. So along the line, for me, that is not an issue because I have my ground where I stood. So I'm good with that.
Promoting yourself is difficult. I know the resources, the online, keeping in touch with promoters in and out of the country, but the finance, you know, it's difficult. Are you searching for that partnership or record label that will sustain your project?
Yeah, for some reason, like when I get to Nigeria, I have a producer, my own producer, and we're actually working towards pushing my songs. But in the meantime, you know, I'm actually between Nigeria and Sierra Leone. I've been coming here, going back and forth. So I'm actually looking for, because I had plans, I have a friend in Nigeria that actually wants to introduce me to Don Jazzy. If a record label actually comes in and wants to take me or wants to invest in me, I don't have an issue with that. Do you understand? But if it doesn't come, I'm actually working towards seeing my music through. Maybe you're looking for a promoter, maybe a sponsor, or my own producer can actually come in and see me through my career.
How do you want to sustain it? Because there are times you have your own needs, you have family to taking care of, and you were sending cash upon yourself, and not getting back in return? 6 years down the line, how do you want to sustain this?
Man, I trust the process. That's one thing I believe. And I believe, like I said earlier, there's sometimes I'll just go into the room and ask God, like, God, is this really my calling? Why are you still keeping me here? Do you understand? Because it is so challenging. Especially when it comes to the finances. Music has to do with finances. It is not easy. If you don't have the money to see your music through, man, it's a very, very big struggle. So I do ask myself sometimes, I do pray over it, that God will just take control and give me that process. Because I've been seeing myself through my music from back then to now. I've been paying everything that has to do with my music. Even when I came to Sierra Leone, I didn't come here, should I say, Nigeria is just over here. We're in the same Africa, right? Yeah. I didn't come from overseas. So, but I trust in what I'm doing. I trust the process. Even when I came, the party that I held at Godrich was free. I called my friends, fans, family, they came, they party with me. Everything was free food, free drinks, free t-shirts, and it was all from my pocket. I trust the process, and I have the conviction inside of me that I'm gonna make it someday. So when it comes to finances, I'm ready.
So you still have the courage to pour in all.
Yeah, sure. I'm ready to pour more, because like I have videos that I want to work on in Nigeria, which will cost me like $3,000 to $4,000, and I'm working on that right now. When I get back to Nigeria, I'm gonna make sure that I do my videos professionally.
Let's look at your previous videos from Awan Sidi and move on to iFlash and Just Can't Get Enough. You can see the different dimension that you're growing bit by bit. Yeah. There are challenges here. Those are videos you say you don't even like watching them.
No.
That's how the past always the starting point looks like.
Exactly.
You know, and let's discuss about the past video and what you intend to do in mere months and years to come.
Well, based on my experience back then, because I actually did the video for Awan Sidi in 2015, I guess, and back then with Mukhtar. And that time Mukhtar was not even that exposed when it comes to video shooting. And myself, I didn't know much about videos. Even my colors were actually not put in place. Thinking about it, when I watch Awan Sidi, I don't even want to watch Awan Sidi. Sometimes, if people ask me in Nigeria, like, Nadia, where can I actually get you on YouTube? Because they are on YouTube right now. Yeah. Awan Sidi, iFlash, and I did a song for my mom, my late mom. Okay. And I titled the song, Song for Mama. And she was part of the video. She's my mom in the video, like, my own real mom, yeah. You know, and then she passed away in 2017. So all those songs, they are on YouTube, you understand? So if people ask me, Nadia, can I actually watch your videos? I'll be like, I have to explain myself, like, just hold on, I'm trying to rebrand myself, because when I think of those videos, they actually don't tally with my caliber right now when it comes to music. Do you understand? Mm. So for now, based on my experience, I've actually grown like really, really fast.
But how can you Just Can't Get Enough? I think the standard is a bit high.
It's a bit high.
Yeah, it's a bit high compared to your previous video.
Yeah, because the experience is there already, the exposure is there
and
already.
We even saw the attitude. I see you are doing the Beyonce, the Rihanna kind of thing. The Tiwa Savage, at least you have some energy now.
Yeah.
You know, the physique and all. Your point for Just Can't Get Enough.
Well, Can't Get Enough, as I mentioned, me and Waid was the backbone at the back of Can't Get Enough. It was actually the artist that actually believed in me when I was here. And then he said we should do a song and let's just try. So Can't Get Enough actually came out very, very classic. The song itself, the audio. So we actually pictured a very, very nice video with a very, very good concept with Waid. And it came out successful. It was awesome. The attitude, the pictures, you can see, the color and everything. The camera was actually advanced a little bit.
And even the costume. The costume. You cannot compare to your previous
so
videos.
I want to see them.
I see you're well dressed. That's interesting.
I know, right?
I'll be back shortly. I'm looking at your promotion and your online presence. She's Nadia, a Sierra Leonean singer now based in Nigeria, back home to promote our work. You're still with the Good Morning Show, live here on Star TV on Channel 21, and it's proudly brought to you by Rokel Commercial Bank, Sierra Leone Limited. We're going for another story here this morning. Later, we'll be taking the full details about DJ Arafat. The Minister of Mines and Mineral Resources for the Irada UK has reaffirmed government's commitment to support genuine investors described the decision to suspend one mining license and the cancellation of others as doing so in the best interest of the citizens who had endured protected suffering as a result of rogue investors. We'll now go in for the full details about this story.
A, for Shandong, their license has been cancelled for failing to pay their rents. They have not operated in the last 18 months, thus depriving the people of Sierra Leone what is due them. I decided to cancel because we need every penny that comes from the mining sector.
So, Minister, did you in any way exhaust all the channels that actually led to the cancellation?
Yes, sir. We have what we call the Mines and Mineral Agreement, and those were the timing. And imagine if those areas were not exhausted. I told them one of the reasons that you have failed to pay your rent. Immediately after the cancellation, 4 days after they paid, there is a receipt to that effect. Why did you pay if you are in compliance? No, they are not scaring an investor. The question to you is, what have they been doing? Are they working since we came? The answer is no. They're in governance for 1 year, 4 months now. They have not operated in the last 2 years. If you followed me, I said in over YouTube, you go there, I said in the past 4 years, no bauxite or iron ore has ever been shipped out of Sierra Leone. So that means they have suspended their own operations voluntarily. If you don't want to mine, give up the license. They said they are going into liquidation. That's the difference. They don't intend to invest. They are liquidating. And when they liquidate, they go. Who is the losers? The government of Sierra Leone. Don't forget, when we were in opposition, SL Mining liquidated. Yeah, we shouted because the government then did not take care of the Sierra Leoneans who went to banks to collect their loans, to do local content. They shipped their iron ore. There were transportation contract. There was kitchen contract. Who were the losers? Those Sierra Leoneans. No, you are not scaring. You are scaring somebody.
Public perception.
But that is their perceptions. Unfortunate perceptions vary with individuals. It could be positive, but the fact here is we are not scaring them. We are not getting. Who want to scare an investor when you are getting from them? But they are not doing anything. They are depriving us from getting what we should get. Because it's like, I put it in local parlance. For instance, if you are the tenant of a house, nobody comes into that house because you are occupying it. And if you have exhausted the chances and you go, you put padlock on that door, will anybody come? What the landowner does is, you open the door so that new people with new tenants will come, so that you realize the benefit from your house. And that's what we are doing. If they are no longer there, we have over 150 people who have expressed interest to come and mine. But if they hold our license, nobody can mine. The true story is they have been suspended for violation of their of the Mines and Mineral Agreement between them and the government of Sierra Leone. We said in their MLA, they should provide us $1 million performance bond. That is to show sign of good faith. They have failed to do that. 2, there's what they call, when you want to calculate the royalties, yeah, they call it advanced pricing. I tell you, Abdraman, I am going to sell to Mr. Kamara 500 bags of rice at 5,000 euros. 5 times 500 is 250, isn't it? So now you are in advance, you have been informed in advance to calculate your royalties. They failed to do that. Again, and the most disheartening part, nobody in this world can accept, even God in heaven is frowning at that, is when we have calculated our royalties, they got $23 million. Sierra Leone, as a nation, owners of their mineral, we only get $400,000. Is that a fair deal? I'm merely saying, come and negotiate, because I respect investment, because I talk also as a businessman. I know if you invest, you should reap the benefits, but it has to be a win-win situation. You should not win all the time. And that is what we have suffered over the years. That it is the investors that we determine, we call the shot. We are changing that narrative. I know the decision is going to be tough. I know we have challenges with the economy, but for God and heaven's sake, for the very first time, I'm appealing to Sierra Leoneans to see reasons. let us endure, let us persevere, let us weather the storm for better tomorrow. It's going to be difficult. If we get it right this time, every other Sierra Leonean will benefit. But if I go for my selfish reason, government go for its own selfish reason, no matter which government comes, it's going to be the same explanation. Then, my question to all of us, are we helping the people who voted us? Is that the change the people voted? The answer is certainly no. So let us get it right. But it's like when you are sick, you have to drink bitter pills for you to get well. These are the bitter pills that we are drinking now.
Yes, welcome back, and many thanks to Abdul Rahman Kamara for doing that comprehensive interview with the Minister of Mines and Resources for the Rado Yoki. You're still with the Good Morning Show, live here on Star TV on Channel 21 and online on www.startv.com. You can also watch the program on online Sierra Leone. Nadia, in line of reaching out to the provinces, there are times when people promote, they tend to forget that part of the country, but a lot of money there, and they have the genuine love for our songs. How are you doing it?
I'm working towards it. I have plans. Before now, when I came to Sierra Leone, I actually had plans to go to Bo and Makeni and try to do, because I actually spoke with some DJs there, radio DJs in Makeni and Bo. They're actually promoting my songs as I'm speaking right now. But along the line, as I mentioned, I have this skepticism about promotion in Sierra Leone. Yeah. Before now, like I said, I've been in the music for 5 to 6 years now. I've had my experiences with promotions. So I see that I just looked at it like I don't need to go and meet DJs this time. I need to use a body like a team to work on my behalf. Do you understand? Yeah. So I'm actually working towards that right now.
So these are all part of the branding and packaging. You can't be the artist, you be the publicist, the PR, the manager at the same time.
Everything.
You have to have a division of labor.
Man, it's a workload for you to take everything. It has been really, really frustrating for me. Even when I was in Nigeria, I was actually doing my promo here. I have so many frustrations along the line. So that's why I want to get this. I want to put everything in one body. Let them just do my stuff for me. Let them just work for me. Do you understand? And I will take care of the bills.
It has to do with loyalty and trust and everything, passion. You know, there are people who need to get connected to you first before they promote you genuinely.
Exactly.
Are you observing, or are you picking that quality team now to do your work?
I'm actually on observations right now. Like I spoke with my producer in Nigeria. He actually asked me, what is my next step when it comes? Because I actually came here for promo. The party was one aspect of the promo. But this is the reality right now. The radio, you name it. Is the reality. So I'm taking my time. I don't want to go wrong this time. So I'm taking my time. I'm engaging people, talking to. I have a few friends in the industry, like the likes of, when I came, the likes of the female rapper. For me, she's the best female rapper. Okay. Her name again, Star Z. Okay. And I have Mahmoudi. So I've been engaging people, asking them to help me know how to go about this promoting things, strategy in Sierra Leone, because I don't want to go wrong this time. But I'm actually looking at this team. If they can bring up something good for me, then, because I gave them a task that they should go and bring up something good, I'll be able to look at and see if they're actually capable of handling my promo.
So at this starting point, it will all be radio and that of the streets, as well as online, not videos. Are there new videos, or you just can't get enough to have more presence than before?
For me, I don't even know where to start. For some reason, I believe I'm trying to change the dynamics in Sierra Leone, the music dynamics, That's why I left Sierra Leone. I needed to leave this country because the way I do my songs, I don't sing like Lato Kampankri. I need to sing songs that don't make sense. Do you understand? Yeah. I actually sing songs that actually make sense to people, that has a storyline. If you don't have a story, I cannot just sing, because I don't have that kind of, a courage. I don't have that courage to sing songs that actually doesn't make sense to me. Do you understand? So when I get to Nigeria, the way I'm doing music right now is different from Sierra Leone. Like, for example, I have this friend in Nigeria that actually wants to introduce me to Don Jazzy for some reason, and then I told him to wait, to hold on, because I don't have songs from Nigeria. For me, Sierra Leone songs, they are not. The songs that I actually did in Sierra Leone, they're not up to standards. Do you understand? So I told him to hold on so that I'll produce some songs in Nigeria. So far I've actually recorded like 10, 11 to 12 songs now in Nigeria. So now I think I'm ready to take those songs I can actually take them international with no fear. Do you understand? So everything is changing. The way I do songs right now is different from the basic.
So that means now that you have been honest to yourself to weigh your past and know that I was trying, but
Yeah.
these are not quality compared
At all.
to what you have went to Nigeria, you have had, you have seen, you have dined, and you know the kind of music, the class, the taste you
Yeah.
are doing things. I think you have learned a lot from
Yeah.
it, and you want to put them into practice now.
Yes, it's actually different. It's totally different. So when you listen to my songs, I wish you could have got. I don't know if you don't have any of my songs that I did from Nigeria.
No, no,
I guess you
we
don't have
will not play
enough
them
them.
on that's
What I'm
the
saying
audio
is,
now.
I know, right? Maybe you would like to play them. If I send them to you, like to play them on your radio.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you listen to those songs, man, they're just too much for Sierra Leoneans to even digest the songs. Like this African woman that I told you about. When I performed that song on the party that day, people were just looking at me like they cannot comprehend, they cannot even digest what I was trying to say. Like the songs were too much for them. But that's the way I'm actually looking at music right now. I don't want to limit myself in Sierra Leone.
And if we want to go international, we need to do the quality and
Products,
complete
yes,
the product.
exactly. So I just want to represent Sierra Leone in Nigeria. I want to change the dynamics of music. We've been limiting ourselves in Sierra Leone. You know, within this, you know, they call it Bembeske here, all this local beats and stuff. We need to upgrade. We need to be known out there. Do you understand? In Nigeria, you cannot even hear Sierra Leonean music. We always dance to their songs here, but you cannot hear our songs in Nigeria. There's no way.
That's the honest truth. They don't play
Yes,
Sierra
they
Leone
don't
songs.
play. They don't even know Sierra Leone music exists. They don't even know that. So for me, when I get to Nigeria, I started doing. I told my producer told me, he actually advised me that I should do in my language, my Creole, Timini and English, because if Nigeria and the competition is so high, you cannot just go there and blow. It's not easy for you to blow there in Nigeria. It's very, very difficult. So we are using this strategy like, I'm not going to sing like Nigerians. I cannot sing in their pidgin, because if I do sing in their pidgin, it will be like I'm the same with them. And there are so many artists in Nigeria that actually wants to blow. Do you understand? So for me, I'm using this strategy by singing in Creole, Timini and English, so that they will be curious to know. Like African Woman, the chorus was in Timini. So if you see the fans that I have in Nigeria for African Woman, do you get? Because of that Timini that I use in the chorus, they like it so much. What language is this? That's the curiosity that I actually want to build.
Yeah, and they have been doing it with the Igbo, the Yoruba, and even they are major artists in the world. They can never sing without a single line from their local languages.
Yes, and that's how I actually want to sell Sierra Leone. Because I know they're going to ask, because the language is different from theirs there. It's different. So they will definitely ask, who is this artist, you know? Though I've seen, like this last song that I did before I came, I titled I Want That. That particular song was the song, if you listen to the vibe of it, it was like the trending vibe right now in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Like the whiskey kind of a vibe. So you will not even tell I'm a Sierra Leonean in that song. Because the way we did the song, it was like we're trying to capture the Nigerian industry as well. So people have been asking, who is this artist? Who is this artist? Do you understand? So I'm actually also making waves. If I want to make waves in Nigeria, I can actually make waves there without Sierra Leone. Do you understand? Because my producer he has actually seen the prospect in that. But me, I actually represent Sierra Leone. I just want to make sure that Sierra Leone is recognized out there. People will actually know that this music exists in Sierra Leone. Like I Want That is actually playing in Tanzania right now. It's playing there. And then one of the DJs called me a few days ago, and then he interviewed me, and I told him I'm from Sierra Leone. He thought I was from Nigeria. I said, no, I'm from Sierra Leone. So yeah, don't see me as a Nigerian artist. Do you understand? So it's coming up.
There's been a challenge over here. I'll be back Nadia shortly. You're still with the Good Morning Show live here on Star TV on Channel 21. At this point, we go in for a quick review on the incident that took place in Ivory Coast on the date of 33-year-old Coupe de Calais crooner. There's DJ Arafat, and we'll have the opportunity also to watch a snippet of Nadia's video, Just Can't Get Enough. I'll be back shortly, and we'll continue the rest of the program live here on Star TV on Channel 21 and the Good Morning Show.
DJ Arafat, Ivorian music star, killed in a motorbike crash at age of 33 years old. Ivory Coast music star DJ Arafat dies in road crash. DJ Arafat, a singer from Ivory Coast with a huge following in Francophone Africa, has died after a road accident in Abidjan, the state broadcaster RTI has said. The death of artist DJ Arafat yesterday at 8 a.m. as a result of a road accident overnight, the broadcaster tweeted on Monday. Famed Ivorian singer DJ Arafat died Monday following a traffic accident that occurred in the night before, state broadcaster Public Radio Television has reported. The 33-year-old was credited as being the originator of the Coupé décalé genre of music. The death of the artist DJ Arafat, his real name Juan Ange Didier, Monday, August 12th at 8 a.m. local and GMT, as a result of a traffic accident that occurred in the night of Sunday to Monday in Abidjan, RTI said in tweet. According to information and photos circulating on social network, DJ Arafat was riding a motorcycle when he rammed into a car. The Ivorian Minister of Culture, Maurice Kwaku Bandama, expresses his condolences to the family and music lovers. An arrangement will be made for a tribute to the artist. DJ Arafat was a pioneer of Coupé décalé in his own right and was considered to be one of the top artists to come out of French-speaking Africa. He amassed over 2.3 million followers on Facebook alone, where he called his fan club China.
Like minds.
Nadia, I'll be your soldier and your lover. All those troubles over. Just put those worries on my shoulder. Baby, now you not the one that me mind when they turn me on. And without you, not the light, baby, know that I can't go on. I'm like ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah. I'm like ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah yeah, babe. And I'm your girl, you're my boy, and I dey play with you 'cause you're my toy. And every day, baby, we dey enjoy. And like your soldier, I go deploy. Yeah, I just can't get enough, my baby. I just can't get enough, my boo boo. I just can't get enough, my baby. I just can't get enough. Breathing small, now you be there anytime we every time. And even though you be there on after the ball, your every move for stand tall. And ever since back then, no darling, darling, you've always been my darling, my darling. You've always got me falling, shots calling, balling, darling, yeah. You not the one on me mind when they turn me on.
yeah. I just can't get enough, my baby. I just can't get enough, my boo. I just can't get enough, my baby. I just can't get enough. Baby, now you not the one, not me mind, but it on me on. And without you, not me life, baby, know that I can't go on, can't go on. And ever since back then, no darling, darling, you've always been my darling, my darling. You've always got me falling, shots calling, balling, darling, yeah. I just can't get enough, my baby. I just can't get enough, my boo. I just can't get enough, my baby. I just can't get enough. 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 I just can't get enough.
Yes, welcome back. You're still with the Good Morning Show live here on the Star TV on Channel 21. Broadcasting live from our Media One Center studios at Freedom Book Face in Freetown and online on www.startv.com. We took a review on the death of the 33-year-old Ivorian. There's Angie Didion, known as DJ Arafat, about his death that took place on the hours of Monday morning in the capital of Ivory Coast. He's the Coupe de Calais corner, and also I have a couple of songs to the lives of the Davido, the J. Martins, and all. He has spent over 20 years in the sector and had 10 studio albums. He has a recent song titled Moto Moto, and he will have a couple of shows before his death took place on Monday. And also we watched the video from Nadia, Just Can't Get Enough. She says we have a lot to do, and we took also the sponsor from Rocaille Commercial Bank, Cielo Limited, the brand sponsor for the show. Nadia, we're wrapping up, and your ways of doing to the strategy and social media handles and other things we need to know in the coming months.
Okay, first of all, I would like to give my social handles, my IG handle. You can actually look me up, Nadia Music Sierra Leone, Nadia Music SL, and then on Instagram, and then you can look me up on Facebook, Nadia Music at SL, same. And then on WhatsApp, Nadia Music Empire and stuff. So, and then as I said, I have the promo team. They're actually trying to brainstorm right now, and I'm still waiting on them to come up with something. And then we'll start from there.
So how can we access the 5 songs you have released and the title, the producers, and also who and who do you feature if there's any?
You can actually access my songs because I'm actually planning on putting like the one I Want That on iTunes very soon when I get back to Nigeria. And then, like I said, I'm actually working on my promo stuff right now, so you can actually get my songs. No, they're just on promo. You can just hear them along the line, maybe on on the radio, maybe at the clubs or streets.
So, like, I want to discuss about, before wrapping up, their titles, the producers, if there's any featuring on it, you want to share them with us, the 5 songs?
Yeah, there is one song I did in Bayelsa State. For some reason, Bayelsa is my second state apart from Lagos. In fact, it's my first state in Nigeria, so I spend most of my time in Bayelsa, where Timaya came from. Yeah. And I did a something song. You know, as an artist, you always want to go hit the studio and record. So I did this. I went to the studio in Bayelsa, and if I tell you where I actually recorded that song, you will not believe it. It's an outsketch of Yenagoa, the city, with a boy called Rayboy Blings. I titled the song Something. And that song, actually, people like that song in Sierra Leone, even in Nigeria, because I mixed the Yoruba kind of stuff inside.
Okay.
Yeah, so people liked it. And I have an African Woman as well, which I told you about earlier. And then I have I Want That, which people think that is my hit song, because it can actually it can actually go international. I Want That. And then I have Not So So, I think 4, right? 5. Yeah. Then I have the other one, Not So My Muse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So in line of your recommendation to our entertainment sector, what are the things you need? If we put them in place, we can grow and we can compete with Nigeria, other people across the world, because they are far gone ahead of us. But we still have the potential and opportunity to meet them. What would be your recommendation?
Well, for me, it has to do with the production, the engineers. Because as an artist, definitely you will have to keep up to the standards of singing. You cannot just sing anyhow. You cannot just sing a song that actually doesn't make sense. We need to change the dynamics of music in Sierra Leone. I don't know if actually comes from the audience, what they like. Because people in Sierra Leone, they like all this slang stuff. But I want to believe if we want to compete with the international music entertainment, like in Nigeria, we have to sing something that actually makes sense. Do you understand? And then when it comes to the production, the engineers, they have to upgrade. In the sense, the difference between Nigeria and Sierra Leone production is, in Nigeria, the entertainment is so fierce. Like, it's, the level there is too much. The competition is so high. Do you understand? So for them, they actually think out of the box. Like the engineers, the producer, they think out of the box to create their beats. So they want, because they want hit songs. They want to blow. Because once an artist blow, they actually connect with the producer. Do you understand? So all of them, because of they want to do more. They think out of the box. They look out for, they mix their tunes, like their beats with South Africa, you name it. They mix everything together just for them to get something perfect. So the advice I actually give to Sierra Leonean engineers, they need to think out of the box. They need to upgrade. They need to be creative. They need to be creative. They need to create their beats in a proper way. That is the whole thing.
And to your fellow artists, what would be your advice to them?
Well, for them, you can see in Nigeria, we have the likes of Tiwa Savage. They don't sing. Tiwa cannot just sing anyhow. She's a very good singer. And her songs actually make sense to the people out there. So my advice to my fellow artists is, if you want to sing good, if you want to be a musician, you have to scrutinize your lyrics. You have to sing good lyrics. It's very, very important, because you don't know where those lyrics will actually take you to. You don't just limit yourself in Sierra Leone. You can actually do the local kinds of songs here, but you need to do songs that actually take you out of Sierra Leone, that will cross borders. Do you understand? So they need to upgrade in that aspect. Like, they need to do proper lyrics, and that's it. And they need to actually train their voices as well, because it's very, very important. Yeah, you need to train your voice.
And even the branding, the looks, the packaging,
everything
have been doing.
Is a whole package.
And I'm seeing the packaging in you compared to the last time you were here.
I know, right?
I can sense a lot of packaging, the brand, the outfit, and
yeah.
It's a pleasure having you, Nadia, and thanks for coming.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Bash.
So that's all for today. Many thanks to the rest of the production team for putting materials in place. Many thanks to you, Abdulrahman Kamara, Admire, and to the guys in the control room. You have been very awesome and very energetic. And also to the rest of the people out there watching, thank you so much. And I've been your presenter for today's edition. That's our music that has to do with entertainment. I am Mohamed Basir Sanasi. Our inspirational quote for today is from a Sierra Leonean accountant known as Boyamako Umar, who once says, be a professional in your doing. Till then, have a blessed and lovely day, and keep watching Star TV on Channel 21. As we are the power of communication and the creme de la creme in terms of communication in Sierra Leone. With the clarity in terms of the television and also sound, you can never beat that. And no more the hype, but the bank a lot. Till then, have a blessed and lovely day.